Head coach Corey Mace is ready, and his post-game comments brought to you by KFC's new spicy and original recipe snacker wraps. They're here, and right now you can get 2 for just $5. Coach Mace, is it true that you had to get a quick shower because you had a Gatorade bath?
Yeah, you know, there's a little something that goes on around here about, you know, calling the big boys, the O-line, if you call them fat, you get a cold tub dunk. And I made a mistake calling him fat a couple weeks ago. So, you know, the ritual must continue. So, yeah, I got the dunk. I got the dunk.
I mean, Coach, from another former defensive lineman perspective, you're not exactly wrong, right?
No, I mean, well, that's like, come on. You know what I mean? We know. I said, if anybody's safe in this space, it's me. So, you know,
right.
I'm a big boy too. No shame, but hey, you know what? It was a fun experience, man, and the ritual's got to continue, no exceptions.
Hey, Coach, man, I tell you what, that was from a former player standpoint. I think you can probably relate that physicality level you guys approach this game with, man. That's right where you want to be around this time of the year, right?
Yeah, that's you know, certainly something that we try to pride ourselves on, and in all 3 phases, you know, we wanted to make sure that we were the more physical team. And you know, speaking to this team in Ottawa, you know, they've been a physical team all year. So from that standpoint, you know, I was really pleased with that. And certainly, as you know, you talk about rolling in the back end of the season, and you know, that weather's going to turn. It was gorgeous today, but that weather's going to turn, and sometimes that weather shows a little bit of truth. So now we want to build that mental toughness and that physical toughness. So that's what we want to be about.
Coach, I don't know if you said anything or not at halftime, but I thought the physicality of your group really turned in your favor as your guys came out firing, I thought, at halftime. How did you see it?
Yeah, you know, it wasn't so much anything that I said, just more the attention to detail with some of the things that we could capitalize on. Great job, buddy. Some of the things that I thought we could capitalize on, you know, in the first half. You know, I thought we had a really good first half outside of finishing some drives where, excuse me, we could have been upside. I'm burping up. What do you call that? The cold tub. I thought we could have. You know, jumped up a little bit more, but just really matching the intensity. You know, that we could level up, and you know, we still had another 30 to finish. Really pleased how we came out in the second half.
If you're not watching live on our YouTube channel, you should be, because head coach Corey Mace has his orange shirt on for the Truth and Reconciliation game. Today, the Riders wore an Indigenous-themed logo on their helmets. You know, at the end of the game, Coach, there was, I guess we can call it a mini brawl. I don't know exactly how to categorize it, but what happened from your point of view?
Yeah, you know, the play went on, and you know, Tay ended up making the tackle and lifted the guy, and you know, I understand from maybe the Ottawa's perspective, and Rhymes got upset, and you know, temperatures were a little bit high, and you know, we made probably some decisions we probably shouldn't have, and you know, we want to try to push ourselves to be a team that can, you know, win with class. You know, so there's always lessons in everything that we do, and that was something else. You know, the way we want to finish the game, that's not exactly it, but we do play it a physical sport, and you know, we'll look at the tape to make sure that, you know, there was nothing that should have been penalized as far as the flag that was thrown on the tackle. Just getting understanding a little bit more, you know, from the referee standpoint, the official standpoint, but. You know, you never want to see that. You know, I talked to Bobby about it after the game. Just, hey, you know, that's not the way neither of us wanted to end the game. So, you know, we just got to stay composed all the way through.
Coach, Thomas Bertrand-Udon played a heck of a game when he was asked to fill in for Raquel Armstead. Talk a little bit about, you know, his production, but more importantly, I mean, your offensive line also moving guys out of the way.
Yeah, you know, I don't know what you're talking about, Lou. We call him Thomas the Train, baby. Thomas the Train was out there toting that thing. No, man, he's, you know what, he's always on the roster. He's always taking mental reps. He gets reps throughout the week of practice. And now 2 weeks in a row we've had to turn to him. He's done some really nice things for us, and the offensive line, you know, week after week, you know, I think they're getting better. And again, just, you know, having Brammer back in the lineup, you know, filling in for Nick Jones. It's just a bunch of guys who've had a lot of reps, and to be honest with you, you know, people might look down upon that, you when we go through all the injuries and stuff like that. But these are all guys who've gotten meaningful reps throughout the season. And now, starting to get guys back, we'll be able to, pick and choose what we like best. But these guys are physical up front, man. You love to see it.
Coach, you just mentioned it into my next question. You're starting to get guys back. Are you expecting that to continue?
Yeah, we do. There's a few guys, they're maybe a week or two away, as we press forward, which, is a good thing in my mind. But, we'll see. They're still going to have to get out there on the practice field. I'm big on that. I just don't want to go off the whim of, hey, this is when we say a guy's going to be ready. I want to see these guys be able to practice and really test themselves to make sure that they're in favor to not only stay healthy for them from their standpoint, but also to be that allow us to put our best guys on the field.
Coach, it didn't look good as far as Sean Bain Jr. going down, Armstead being in the sling. Of course, Trayvon Tate was battling through stuff. But maybe just a couple of comments on that next man up mentality that you always had. You've talked about Thomas Bertrand-Udon, but Del Duncan Busby, again, close to 100 yards receiving today. You move Williams and you move that secondary round a little bit, and everybody seems to gel there. And then Hunchak, who's been here just a couple of days, gets forced into some pretty meaningful reps, and he comes in and he does what he does.
Yeah. I mean, again, you guys are going to get tired of me saying it, but we know what the standard is, and there's no excuses, man. We don't accept those. So if you get an opportunity, you got to know what you're doing. And if you don't, you better start asking people around you quick, fast, and in a hurry. And in Hunchak's and Huncho's situation, he's been here for a week. Just like Armstead was here for a week before, we put him out there. You got to put in the time. And, with Huncho, he's been in this offense for a long time. So a lot of the verbiage for him is a little familiar. But we're pleased as ever to have him. But, with everybody else, it's just the standard that we have. And, I haven't gotten any word on Bain yet, but, I agree. Was it nice to see?
What about Raquel Armstead, Coach? You think he would be available for you next week?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I still haven't got an update on him. He was laughing and joking and stuff on the sidelines with me towards the end of the game. So we'll see, man. He's a tough kid, but we'll see where that goes from here.
How much is the team paying attention to the standings? Because now you've leapfrogged BC up into that second position, and you guys control your destiny as far as a home playoff game.
We don't talk about that, man, to be quite honest with you, because it doesn't change the fact that we need to go 1-0 each week. So we don't even talk about it.
All right, Coach, we'll let you get showered up or dried up after that cold tub, man. It must feel better after a win, though.
No, it feels great, man. Feels great. Thanks, boys.
Coach Mace. Enjoy the win.
Thank you, guys. Cheers.